Well, Salem Academy and College celebrates its 250th anniversary this year, and as part of that celebration, it's hosting author Chelsea Clinton on this Monday. Joining me now is Salem president and the moderator of that conversation coming up there, Dr. Summer McGee. Thank you so much for joining me on your Saturday morning, getting an early start for your Saturday.
Thanks so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, I'm excited to learn more about this event. So I hear it's going to focus on Chelsea Clinton's new book, She Persisted in Science. So how does this message of the book relate to the goals of Salem Academy and College?
Well, Salem Academy and College was founded on the basis of the bold idea that all people, especially women, were deserving of education, and the persistence that those founding women had to travel from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania to found the Academy in 1772, which is what we're celebrating this year, just goes to show that this is part of our DNA, that we train girls and women to persist and to succeed and grow and thrive, particularly in the sciences and health, which are our new focuses at the Academy and College.
So let's talk more about this book and the event that's happening on Monday. Is there a specific age group this event is aimed at? What's the intended audience for it?
So this is an event with an intended audience, I think, from ages 3 to 103. This is an opportunity to bring together the entire Winston-Salem community. I know we have lots of folks that are bringing their daughters and granddaughters to hear the message that Chelsea has put in her book, which is, I think, something that resonates with us all.
Definitely. And I have not got a chance to read this book yet, so if I'm interested in coming to this event, I'm sure some other people are thinking about this. Should they have read this book ahead of time? Can they still come to the event if they aren't as familiar with it?
You absolutely can come to the event. We're going to be in conversation talking about everything from some of the wonderful stories that are found in this book, the tales of scientists like Rosalind Franklin and Grace Hopper and Florence Nightingale, as well as talking about other current topics. Chelsea and I share a number of things in common, including a passion for public health, and we're going to be talking about a wide range of different topics going on today in our society as they relate to health and science. So everyone is absolutely welcome to join in the conversation, and we'll have live Q&A as well. So if you have a question for Chelsea, you'll have a chance to share that with her as well during the event.
Well, I have another question for you, Dr. McGee. How cool is it that you're going to be speaking with Chelsea Clinton, obviously a very big name? How are you feeling going into this conversation and moderating this conversation?
It's incredibly exciting. It's such an honor for us to have someone of this caliber coming to Salem Academy and College to celebrate our 250th anniversary with us. And I think it's going to be a really wonderful conversation. Chelsea and I actually spent time together at Oxford University back in 2001, but we never actually met. So I think we're going to have some great reminiscing to do as we get to know each other. And I think it'll be a wonderful conversation.
Oh, that's so funny. It's funny how life works sometimes, where it kind of can come full circle. One last question for you quickly here. It seems like the goal, like you were mentioning, is to really inspire young women to pursue a career in STEM. How important is that mission to you and the Academy? You mentioned this kind of off the top, but I'd love for you to kind of reiterate this.
Yeah, the mission of promoting opportunities for girls and women in STEM and health is the core of what Salem Academy and College are about. So any opportunity we have to inspire and show young women role models and how it's possible to achieve great things in the sciences is something that we're not going to miss the opportunity to do. And so when this opportunity with Bookmarks came along to tell these stories and to feature such a prominent best-selling author, we just absolutely jumped at the chance. And so we are really excited to have this conversation and to open up the dialogue and hopefully inspire a whole new generation of girls, many of whom I hope come to Salem Academy and College someday, about the things that they can do as scientists and as leaders to change the world and make it a better and healthier place.
Wouldn't that be amazing if this was the introduction for them and then years down the line they get to go there? Dr. Summer McGee, thank you so much for joining us this morning.